As you saw on your screen, we call this segment Musician Spotlight. It's a series in partnership with Laughing Sun Brewing Company in Bismarck. And today, we're shining that light on the band called It Came From the Sea. And I'm joined by Braden Hendershot. He is the guitarist and vocalist for that band. And he is joining us solo. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here.
Okay, you're in your home territory here. You're from the Wilton area. Now, you know, I heard you strumming the guitar a little bit, and you say you picked that up at about the age of 13, correct?
I actually started when I was 12, but it's really funny. There's a guy from Bismarck, his name's Mike Johnson. He used to work at Guitarland. I took lessons from him, and I was like, I want to quit after like 2 months. It was too hard. And then a year later, I was like, Mom, I want to try again.
There you go.
And then I never quit after that.
So you learned to play through guitar lessons, and you talked about how long before you wanted to quit?
I was about 12. It was only a couple months, and then I quit.
I took one guitar lesson in my life, and I tell you what, it was so complicated to me with the finger movements and things like that, and we were on the very, very basics. It's not easy to learn to play the guitar, is it?
No, it takes a lot of dedication and like hours and hours every day of just playing, and you're gonna stink. For about a year or two, and then eventually it starts to get better and better, and you just got to keep up with it.
Do you remember, Braden, when all of a sudden it clicked for you when you're going, you know what, I got through this chord, or I got through this particular version of the song, and I think I can do this?
Yeah, I'd say about 14 years old. Like first couple chords that sounded cool to me and I could play through them, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get this. This feels really good. Like, got the bug after that.
Yeah. All right. On the 10th, you're going to be at Laughing Sun Brewing Company in Bismarck, and then the 11th, you're going to be in Fargo, and then later this month, you're going to be in Minot. But give me a little background. What is It Came From the Sea? Tell me about that band. You guys were together, then you guys took a hiatus because you decided to raise some children, and then you got back together again. Tell me about the band.
So we started about 2011. I got the guys together. My bass player was my roommate. He didn't even play an instrument. And I was like, I don't know anyone that plays bass. We're buying you a bass. We're going to teach you how to play bass. And we wrote the early bass riffs together. We went and recorded an EP in Detroit. And then that was the start of it. We played shows around here. We ended up meeting a really cool band from Minot called Eye Apparatus. And they were a touring band. So they were like, we're taking you on the road with us. So we started touring with those guys. And from there, we just met all these other great bands. And everything just took off from there. And we recorded our first album, and then right before we did our final tour at that time on that album, my wife found out she was pregnant. And I've always had a dedication where I wanted to be there for my kids, and so I kind of walked away from it, and I got a career. I finished my degree at college, and I work at Dakota Gasification now in Beulah. I just got off of a 12-hour night shift. I haven't even gone to bed.
Well, you're looking pretty wide awake. We appreciate it. All right, we're down to about 2.5 minutes. You're going to perform a song for us. You're going to take us to commercial break. Tell me about the song, where it came from, its origin, and what it's about.
So this song is actually about my wife, in a sense. It's called All of Us Here Are Beacons, and it's just about, even though we live in a sea of negativity right now, like, we just need to remember that we need to be beacons for each other, and to just remember that life is still good. It's good. We're lucky to breathe the air here.
We're
lucky to have our families to love. So that's what it's
lucky
about.
to live in America. Okay, Braden Hendershot, take it away.
Lonely takes her candles in the darkness, screaming. Though everything here is fleeting, my heart's still beating. Rooting my fear with the rain, like a house in a hurricane. Love is light, the can be seen. Everything is nothing. When the water dries up, so will I. I tried, babe. Now take the rest of the pictures and fold them into tiny little fragments. Sew them up against me. Oh my God, I'm starting to understand. We're so foolish with our hearts in our hands. So let's live like lighthouses, guiding from the darkness of the